What's good, everybody? It's your boy Jay for real, aka Jordan, and I'm here with OGG on XYZ Sport Takes, man. What do we got for today, man? What do we got for today?
Let's talk college football, man. The
Football,
Irish.
college
Tell me about
football.
it,
Hey,
Rudy.
so you gon' really? So that's my name
I
now,
want there
Rudy.
right away.
Rudy.
I,
Look, man. All right. I thought they had a chance, and I think they did have a chance to win that game. To be honest, like if we're being real, they had a chance to win. Did they not?
late in the game, that they made their run. Uh, Notre Dame was way better than I thought they would when the season started. I did
Yeah.
not expect them to be who they were late in the year. Um, I got to tell everybody, especially all the dumb Michigan fans out there, and in case anybody misunderstood that statement, this is for all the dumb Michigan fans out there. This new playoff is amazing. 12 teams, 16 teams, whatever it ends up being long term. This is what makes sports exciting.
Yeah.
Not just two teams, not just four. If there was four teams, Ohio State wouldn't have had a chance. And at the end of the season, I think we can all say that 100% the best team in college football won the national championship.
Yeah. I mean, they did. I mean,
I'm no Ohio
they
State
ran the gauntlet. They ran the gauntlet.
guy. I'm no Ohio State guy, but I think what we saw with Notre Dame playing well, with Ohio State playing well, what we saw with Arizona State almost upsetting UT,
Yeah. It was good
right?
football, man. It was good football.
Yeah, when Arizona State almost upset Texas University at Austin, TU,
Scattaboo!
when Scadaboo
Scattaboo!
did it,
Scattaboo!
it made for excitement. You wouldn't have had that same excitement. Think about this: if you had Arizona State and Boise State playing in a bowl game,
Yeah.
nobody would have cared.
Yeah.
So now all of those games mattered. Arizona State, out of all the Cinderella teams, played well.
Mm-hmm.
For everybody complaining about the SMU or Boise State not playing as well, that happens all the time.
Yeah.
Nebraska destroyed Florida back in the 90s. Destroyed them. That's not a first time. There's
Yeah.
plenty of history of college football championship games, not just playoff games, but championship games being blowouts. So
Yeah. I say over the years, it's kind of been like that too. Like
yeah, so
we haven't
this
had a
to
lot of
me
was one of the better college football championships we've seen in a while,
this is one of the funner championship
especially in the
because there
second
was
half. And the second half was entertaining.
yeah, but there's an actual playoff, not just two teams that were anointed, and everybody can complain whether they won or not. I love giving the Boise States and the SMU's in the world a shot. I love that. I would love if it was 16 teams and you always had a couple of teams that you don't think had a shot. Because
Yeah.
we had three that nobody thought had a shot. And I tell you what, uh, Arizona State almost laid it to UT.
Yeah. They almost
Uh,
they almost showed it.
they played their game. Um, so, but hats off to Ohio State. Shut up to all the Michigan fans that keep saying we beat you. Nobody cares, Michigan.
Nobody cares.
Nobody cares. That was last year. Ohio State, kudos to you, number one. And another thing, to everybody saying that Ohio State won it with $20 million, guess what? Every team in college football would do the same thing.
Literally.
If they
How much did
paid
Carson
20
Beck
million,
get paid? How much did Carson Beck
it's
get?
not like UT's not paying that
Hold on,
money.
hold
It's
on,
not
hold on,
like
hold on, hold on. But how much is Carson Beck getting paid?
yes,
Like, let's
but some of
come
the
on, bro.
things.
Let's be real here.
But if you look
Every
at
team that has the money to do it is gonna do it.
okay, question, anybody out there, a year ago, when was anybody applauding Ohio State at going out and getting Will Howard? When everybody talks about that, they went out and signed four. I think it was four players. They brought in Caleb
Nah, they
Downs out
didn't.
of. Okay, number one, I don't think Caleb Downs comes if Saban doesn't retire. So, and
Okay.
what I mean by that is that's not like Ohio State went and plucked him off a roster uh, just because they wanted
No,
to.
he was at one of the most winningest
Well, I
schools.
think I think if Saban's still there,
He's
they
yeah.
probably aren't able to pluck him away.
No, I mean a
Uh,
lot of people left when Saban retired. Like the whole, almost
yes,
damn near the whole team did.
and that happens. But my point is, he was a big get. The running back was a big get. But other than that, the other signing was a quarterback. And a year ago, who thought Will Howard was going to be a guy, right? Like I
Yeah, I ain't gonna
fully,
lie.
I fully expected by late season that he was going to get replaced by Julian Say, and that if the freshman guy, that's the
Yeah,
number one quarterback in the country, is going to overtake him and be him. And I thought a lot this season that Will Howard was the guy that was going to hinder Ohio State. But as the playoffs ramped up, he started playing better.
yeah,
And I think that one thing you're going to see with the portal, you are going to see teams struggle a little bit early in the year, just like in the NFL. When you bring players in, they're not going to gel right away. And I,
nah,
and
but
the
some
problem
players will though. I mean, a lot of these players,
is going to take time. A quarterback's going to take time to get,
not these quarterbacks in this past draft. Shit,
but
shoot,
generally
man,
it's going to take time to gel.
this we
Especially
gotta
when you,
really go into depth about how legendary this. I know they're not the greatest, but how legendary this quarterback draft was this previous year, man.
NFL draft class. Oh yeah,
Yes,
this draft class
it's gotta be up
has
there.
potential to be one of the better draft classes in a long time. Uh, Jaden Daniels, man, I don't think I don't think any discount what Jaden Daniels is doing, and
Shoot.
not so a lot of things that people misunderstand is people get wrapped up in stats, and I've seen people talk about his stats and Caleb Williams' stats are similar. Stats can be deceiving because you can have very similar stats, but what you do in the last 2 minutes, you can have two quarterbacks that play exactly the same within
Yeah.
5% of each other for a whole game. But the last drive of the game, one guy takes his team down the field and wins, and the other ends up on fourth down with an incomplete pass on 4th and 6 at the 35.
Yeah.
And then you flip back and you look at the stats and you say, well, damn, these two quarterbacks were really, the numbers weren't much different. But if you weren't watching the game to see that the one quarterback, when the
When
game
it
mattered,
mattered. Yep.
one incompletion, that one incompletion that he couldn't do, that Jaden Daniels. Let's be honest, man. I'll hate on Patrick Mahomes all day long because I'm not a Chiefs fan, and that's what we do as fans. We hate on people. We hate people winning.
Yeah.
Mahomes' numbers are not amazing this year, but when the game is on the line and it's 4th and 12, he's going to make the pass that he needs to make. He's going to make the scramble that he needs to make. That was the reality of Tom Brady. That was the reality of Mahomes right now. That was Joe Montana back in the day.
Can't really even say he's overrated. It just
Oh no, no.
he wins way too much, man.
There's no quarterback that you would rather have in the NFL, and it's not even close. I mean, no offense to Burrow, man, I love, but I still feel like I know Mark Andrews made some drops, but I still feel that Lamar Jackson gets a little tight in the playoffs, just a little bit.
Yeah.
And I think the more
I can't lie, he does.
I think the more he fails, and when I say fail, everybody fails. Every quarterback at the end of the season fails except one,
Yeah.
and that's the reality. If your goal, unless you're the quarterback for the Jets or the Giants,
No,
obviously if you're the Jets or Giants quarterback, you know,
you're talking about
Or-
Shador Sanders' future
4
draft.
and 13 is a dub for the Jets, right? They look at 4 wins as a W.
They like to keep it, right?
Yeah, they're good. They're like, man, I feel like this was a moral victory. You know,
Bro, what do you think? A-Rod's retiring? I think it's time, man.
I think A-Rod retired mentally 3 years ago. I think 3 years ago he checked out, man.
When he left
So-
when he His last season with the Packers.
and the season before that.
No, he had a good season before that, right?
But he may have played well, but I just think mentally, he's a little checked out.
No, I'm playing.
He is not wired. He has elite arm talent, but man, he is not wired the same way elite quarterbacks are wired. Imagine if he was wired the way Tom Brady was wired. Like obviously his arm talent is far superior to Brady, right?
Yeah.
There's no argument to that. The passes he could make, the arm strength, the window.
Let's not discredit what A-Rod's done now. Let's not do that.
But like you wire him with Tom Brady's mentality. I think Mahomes is Brady, man.
I mean, you can't just compare like A-Rod to Brady though. Like A-Rod's A-Rod's a Hall of Famer at the end of the day. You feel me?
Oh,
A-Rod's
okay.
He is.
He's a Hall of Famer. Lots of guys are Hall of Famers.
Okay, but he has a ring. Or does he have one or two? He has two.
One.
He's one. Still,
arm talent.
He has a ring though. He has a ring though.
Arm talent wise, there may be nobody better in the history of the game with the throws he could make.
A-Rod?
Yes.
Yeah. Yeah.
Like he could make some throws over his career that just nobody else can make. Like it's like some of the throws he made are kind of like some of the passes Magic Johnson made back in the 80s. Like there's certain things that are there's one that still sticks out in my head. He was playing the Cowboys. He was rolling left and threw a dart down the sideline right before he stepped out of bounds. And the ball was about a yard out of bounds. The DB was all over the receiver. And it was a perfect rope right on the sideline. And every Cowboy fan in the country is thinking that pass would be incomplete. And it was only where he could get it. It was a crazy throw. But
he's had some crazy last minute throws. But
he's not an elite leader. He's just not, man.
Yeah.
So it is what it is. So, but let's talk about the NFL playoff games this past weekend.
Yeah. Oh my God, bro. I feel so bad for the Ravens, bro. I can't even lie. I feel so bad for them, man. I feel like, I'm not trying to I can't defend Lamar, but he's got I understand Mark Andrews had those drops and stuff, but Lamar can't throw those 2 interceptions he had, right? It was 2, right?
Yeah.
And that fumble, and he had a fumble. He can't.
He had a fumble, or he just dropped the ball. But the worst part was right at the end, is he almost seemed hesitant to throw the football. Like he double clutched when he threw it. A lot of people have already talked about it. It was almost like he was throwing a dart instead of a pass. If that was Mahomes, it would have just been a very and he's come so far as a quarterback. I don't think I've ever seen a quarterback, and I don't know if I mentioned this last week or not, but I don't think I've ever seen a quarterback
develop as much as him.
Develop in the NFL as much as Lamar Jackson has developed. Matter of fact, I don't even think there's any. I don't think so. I don't even think second place is close. I don't think you've ever seen a quarterback come in the NFL needing to develop his passing game, being athletic, and get to the point where if I watch him play, I don't feel like there's any throws. When you talk about arm talent, he has a hell of an arm. His accuracy is
throwing under pressure and throwing the run, all elite.
But he can stand in the pocket and pick you apart too. So
yeah, he can.
I think right now it's almost like the pressure, and somewhat it's almost like a mental block he's going to have to get past. And I think the whole team needs to do that. I think it's not just him. I think Harbaugh needs to figure that out. I think they need to figure out a way to get past that because they got plenty of talent. They should be loaded and back next year. So kudos to the Bills because I thought the Ravens outplayed them.
Yeah, they did.
So the Bills have the next mantle of the next team that's got to knock off.
I don't know. I
the
don't think they can
Chiefs.
do it, man. I can't lie. I don't think they can do it. If the refs are on their side, man,
I've read that the ref that's running this game, he's not a record wise, he hasn't given a lot of favoritism to the Chiefs. He's actually an ex-Husker, by the way. Clete Blakely
go
played for
Big Red, but not the Chiefs Red.
Go Big Red, baby.
But not the Chiefs Red.
Go Big Red.
But not the
But
Chiefs.
come on. So let's go ahead and get it. Everybody's been talking about it. These calls. Come on.
What
it's
are we
time to
doing
take
now? Like, what are we doing with these calls for the Chiefs, man? Like,
I got the
it's
solution.
what?
I got the solution.
What?
Artificial intelligence, man. If they've got cameras that can read your face,
Whoa, old
somebody-
head, you know about those?
man,
I know your
I'm telling
generation
you,
knew about AI.
it's not even necessarily AI. All they need to do is have software that scans the play, and before the season's over, they scan plays and decide, engineering wise, with force and speed, is it realistic that a player could have stopped in mid-mode? We're taking this out of man. We're going to have an engineering firm write the software and say, based on their velocity, could he realistically have stopped? Is it a fair assumption in a violent game that this is possible? And you have multiple cameras, and when there's a hit that they say this is a late hit on the slide, they turn around, they flip the switch. Already the software's running the simulations, and the simulation says no. There's a 92% chance that there's no way that would have been avoidable based on the velocity
That'd
of the
be
player.
kind of cool. I ain't gonna lie.
And
How they do that though?
quarterback-
How would they even
Huh?
do that though?
It's a simulation. It's no different than an aircraft simulation when they simulate fighters and things like that. The software is already there doing other things. I promise you it is. I promise you somewhere an engineer has written software for something similar to that now the NFL with their billions of dollars pays a software engineer to
Right,
write
all those
software for them.
all those fines they collect from players, they can use that, right?
Then
Because
they take it out of the hand.
they love finding players for no reason.
All right, I challenge anybody out there to argue with me, and I want to find an engineer that agrees with me. Somebody share this with a really smart engineer and pat me on the back. The old head has a new idea.
Old head's idea.
Old head, new idea.
X-Gen. X-Gen's AI idea.
Skynet.
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 All right, man.
All
Let's get back to our topic though.
Yeah,
who do you think is gonna win? Who do you think is gonna win Super Bowl or make
Who
it?
do I think?
Who's gonna make the Super Bowl right now? You got the Eagles versus Commanders and the Chiefs versus the Bills. Who do you have winning those two games? Had to think about it.
Anybody but Chiefs, man. I still got to go for anybody but Chiefs, so I got to go for the Bills. Any ABCs, man. I got the Bills winning.
Yeah, I can't go versus Mahomes, man. I just can't.
I understand. I have to go against Mahomes,
I can't. No.
and I like it. But I just
I'm at the
like-
opposite. I have to go against.
I want
No, I mean I have to go versus. I got to go against him, man. I have to go against Mahomes. I have to go against.
you have to go against him.
Yeah, I have to go against Mahomes, man. I can't pick Mahomes, bro. Like
I have to go against Mahomes and all the Swifties. Have
only
to go home.
I ain't gonna lie. Only a bandwagon would pick the Chiefs, man.
There is a lot of bandwagon Chiefs fans. I know that.
Only a bandwagon would wear a Patrick Mahomes jersey. I've never done that before.
Right. So I feel like the Eagles Commanders is really tough because the Eagles are a far better team.
I think
Man, right
man,
now,
I think
Jaden Daniels is balling.
I think it's at the Eagles' home though, right? But Washington.
Yes. It comes down to one thing.
The weather
Are
shouldn't
they-
even play a big effect in it, huh?
Are the Eagles smart enough to just feed Saquon all day long? And can A.J. Brown get out of his own way? Would he quit crying and catch the
Man.
damn ball?
let me see something real quick, bro. I don't even that it, like this game could go blow. Like if
Oh, we
you're
go both ways.
if you watch football, man, you know that this game could go both ways.
The NFL lost their whole thing, because Kelsey's not with the Eagles anymore. Although they may like it because Kelsey might announce the game and cheer for his own. Would he cheer for his own team? Would he cheer for his brother?
Cause Who's the Eagles starting center? Is it Cam?
Jurgens?
Yeah,
Yeah, the player at Nebraska, the guy that used to snap
yeah.
the ball
'Cause
over.
he's questionable for this game,
Yeah.
and so is Dallas, the tight end.
What's the injury? Foot injury? Does it say?
Nah, it doesn't say what it is,
So the funniest thing is
but it
when
says
Cam
it.
Jurgens,
Yeah, bro. I don't
when
know.
he was in college,
If they don't have them two, this might make. If they don't have their starting center, it might make things interesting
yeah, it might make it interesting.
because a lot of I know I think like obviously like the tackles like are important, but that center quarterback communication is probably one of like the most valuable thing. You know what I'm saying?
Oh, absolutely,
Like
absolutely.
to all the people that have played O line, like they know. You know what I'm saying? It all starts. It all the play can't do anything unless you have O linemen communicating and blocking. At the end of the day, it all starts with
I don't know if you remember when Cam Jurgens was at Nebraska,
yeah.
he came out of high school as a tight end. He'd never played center, and he got moved to center and was starting at center when he'd never played center in his life. And his first 2 years, he used to drive us up the wall because he would snap the ball over the quarterback's head, like your middle school quarterback or center used to. Remember back in the day?
Yeah.
So me and your mom were having flashbacks watching Cam Jurgens. We're like, I've seen this before. So, but to be fair, it wasn't his fault. It wasn't his fault they started him with no experience.
Yeah.
I mean, imagine being in college in a Division I program, playing in the Big 10, playing center, and you had never snapped the football in your life.
And you're having to block D tackles.
Yes, and make line calls, not just block D tackles. Like a center has to make line calls.
Yeah,
You
that's what I was saying. They got to communicate to the whole line. That's what I was saying. It's gonna be
everything,
hard. Like as a like whoever the backup for Cam is, man.
and you're in the shotgun. It's not like 20 years ago when the guy was under center and you had to snap it. Now you have to snap it to a guy and try to get it to him quick. Because you can't just lob it. They want it in a particular spot, right? You don't want to have to move your hands to catch the football
Yeah.
because the quarterback has to look around.
Yeah.
He's come a long way, man. So
I'll say it's gonna be interesting if they don't have their starting center or tight end, because that'll be two big blocking pieces for them in the run game.
yes, so I'm still going to take the Eagles because they're at home, and I think the thing
But
will
is weather
finally
really
come.
gonna be a huge like? Is it gonna play a huge factor?
I don't think so either way. I know for Kansas City, Buffalo it won't because they both play in the cold. So for Kansas City, Buffalo, that's not an issue. They're both cold weather teams. Washington,
Does Washington play in the dome?
no, oh no, they're outside.
They're outside. Okay.
Yeah, so neither team, both teams are outdoor teams.
All right. They'll be yeah.
Yeah, I still think Philly's the better team. I still feel like Philadelphia.
It doesn't even say it's gonna be that cold though. I mean, it is cold, but it's not gonna be snowing cold. It says it's gonna be sunny with 40 degrees.
Oh, that's beautiful weather.
So it's not gonna.
Warm.
Yeah. Or 40 degrees is warm.
Well, if in the realm of being cold playing football, you're fine.
Yeah. Yeah. I mean, it's
40
not-
outside right now.
Yeah. But
We're
yeah.
good.
So I think I got Washington with the upset. I got Washington with the upset. I think Washington
I got
will pull
Philly.
through.
And Buffalo.
Yeah, bro. I can't go with Mahomes, man. I gotta go Buff in Washington. That's what America wants. If we're being real, America, we want Washington and Buffalo. We want something new. We want something different. So NFL, give that to us, man. If y'all gonna script everything, give us that game.
Matter of fact, maybe you're right. Maybe Jaden Daniels will go to the Super Bowl and lose to Buffalo, on a sack at the end of the game on a hit, not getting rid of the ball, just like another LSU quarterback in the Super Bowl. It'll be that Aaron Donald on Joe Burrow type of thing, a flashback.
So you're talking about like Von Miller hitting like Jaden Daniels?
It'll be that flashback. It'll be a same play. I'm calling my shot. It's gonna be a close game.
You're saying that.
Jaden Daniels
So you're saying
go to the
basically,
Super Bowl.
you're saying they're just gonna rewrite it, but with different teams.
Yeah, LSU guy getting hit. Yeah, that'll work.
All right.
All right.
Let's
We're
move
gonna go
on to
the
that.
NBA.
Yeah, let's move on to our last little topic, man. So your boy,
WNBA.
all right, man. Wait. What do you think about your boy dropping 30?
Wimby.
Wembanyama.
He went back to France, got some good home cooking.
And said, "Let me drop a little." He did that 30 with no free throws either, which is insane. I don't know. I don't even remember the last time. I don't remember the last time somebody scored 30 with no free throws. I don't know if I've ever seen that like in the current NBA.
Yeah, they probably hadn't anybody scored 5 points with no free throws in the current NBA.
The James Harden era.
Let me go.
The James Harden foul baiting era.
Man, I like James Harden. Man, James Harden had to come hoop with me one time.
What?
No blood, no foul.
You versus James Harden.
Nope. Yep.
What about AJ Wilson? What happened to that?
We'll play a little 21. Play 21.
With James Harden,
AJ Wilson playing 21. No fouls.
Can I play too?
You come on, no fouls though.
All right. Let's get it done. Let's get it done.
No fouls, man.
Let's get
leave the whistle at home. Leave your complaining at home.
That's crazy. No whistle.
No, no stitches, no foul.
All right. All right.
Oh,
you crazy.
Hey, I'm equal opportunity.
You said what?
I said I'm equal opportunity. Hack anybody. Hack a shooter. Hack a hacker. Doesn't matter.
All right, man. All right.
Jimmy Butler.
But yeah, Jimmy Butler.
Whose side are you on? Are you on Jimmy's side, Miami Heat side, or you don't care?
Well, if I had to be real, I did care because I thought he was gonna go to the Warriors, but I don't think that's gonna help us, so I don't really care. I ain't gonna lie, but
yeah,
I'm not gonna lie. He's old. I don't know how much he really has left in the tank, man. He has one more year on this contract. Like, I feel like this is becoming a bigger deal than it needs to be. And, like, they should just get rid of him, bro. Like, just trade him or release him at this point. Like, he doesn't
understand. So what, Pat Riley, would you answer a damn question for me? Okay, Pat.
What
do you think this roster is going to do? What is your roster going to do?
Not win a championship.
You ain't getting out of the first round.
You already had y'all's chance, bro. Like, you know what I'm saying? Y'all's best chance was during COVID.
Their window didn't just close. Somebody came over with a piece of plywood and boarded their window up. The Heat have been condemned. There's a raggedy old cardboard box covering their window. It's not just closed.
That's crazy.
Yes. They are a cardboard box.
Wemby closed it.
Yes.
Wemby closed. How many windows did Wemby close?
Well, he's about to close a lot. Because you could be a Knicks fan and your window is never open. The Knicks fans think their window's open, but it's just they have really clear glass and then they hit their head on it.
Yeah.
They got big bumps on them.
Well, I'm walking here.
So if I am Jimmy Butler, I have to go to a real contender. And I'm not talking about the senior citizen.
He needs to go to
Warrior.
Dallas, bro.
I go to Dallas. I think Jimmy would be just fine with Giannis and Dame.
I don't know.
If they could
What is their record currently?
Who's they?
The Bucks.
I don't know. Let's look.
24-17.
If they can make a move for Jimmy Butler,
Yeah, that would make things interesting.
Jimmy Butler still got it in his tank to be an elite. When I say number 3, I'm not trying to say it to disrespect him, but any contender you're going to go to, you're realistically going to be the third option, which I think at this point in his career could be the third option, a hell of a defender, a glue guy.
Nah, yeah,
I think, man, he would give Dallas one of the things they missed, which
no,
is toughness.
yeah. Him at Dallas would be like a perfect puzzle piece, man.
I think that'd be perfect. If I'm him, forget Phoenix, man. Phoenix ain't going nowhere. Phoenix is going nowhere. The Lake, no offense to your Warriors, they're not going anywhere.
We are going somewhere. We're gonna go somewhere, man. Okay,
and
we'll go
if I'm
somewhere.
the Warriors,
All right.
I am tanking for Cooper Flag.
I think that's what we're doing.
I would tank for Cooper Flag, and then I reboot, man.
You get rid of Curry.
I would only get rid of Curry if Curry wants to, like you said. If
You just can't do it if he doesn't want to go. You know what I'm saying? You can't
yes,
get.
but if he said I want to go and I want to
He
go
brought
to
the franchise 4 rings.
But I don't think on the flip side of that, I don't think they'd be able to rebuild fast enough to win another title. So if you were able to trade him to a team that had picks and get some draft picks, hell, if I was the San Antonio Spurs, I would trade for him. I'd give up picks. You put Curry in right now.
If you think for a second that we're trading Curry to y'all, you've lost your damn mind. You've lost your damn mind.
First-round picks. For some first-round picks.
If you think Curry wants to go to the Spurs after everything he's done, you've lost your damn mind. You don't know who Steph Curry is. Steph Curry will die on that court before he ever goes to the Spurs.
I'm not saying he'd go to the Spurs.
He will die in that Warriors jersey.
Well, then let him die in that jersey, man. You better hope you get Cooper Flag or Dylan Harper.
I'm fine. I'm happy. You know why?
Because you won 4 titles.
Man, I got to see it happen in my lifetime. Some of these people won't ever see their team win a championship in their lifetime. I got to see 4.
Oh, so you're talking about why you have to bring the Knicks up, man? Why you got to keep bringing the Knicks up?
I'm just saying, some of these franchises, Indiana, will never win a championship. You know what I'm saying?
New Orleans.
It's like some of these teams like Utah. You know what I mean? They'll just, yeah. You know what I mean? They'll just never win a championship. So it's just Sacramento. But you know what I mean?
Sacramento. I mean, come on, Sacramento. You got running water, the whole city. I heard they still go out with a pail and get their water.
New Orleans. I could keep going, but you know what I'm saying? I don't know, man. I'm happy. You feel me? I got to see my team win that many. You got to see your Spurs win already.
Oh, I've seen plenty of Spurs championships.
That's what I'm saying. So it's I'm not even upset. You know what I mean? If we got to go through a little phase.
I'm all about tanking, though. Why be average? You'd be better off dropping down and getting an elite player.
Washington, Toronto, Hornets, Brooklyn.
Honestly, if somehow they got one of the top 2 players in the draft this year, the Warriors probably could make a move to be a championship team. If they got Cooper Flag in the draft, and you got Cooper Flag now playing small forward next to Draymond.
But what free agents are there?
It's not even about free agents. Now all of a sudden you can dump Wiggins and Kuminga. Right? Moody, you can make all kinds.
Yeah, that's true.
You get a player like Cooper Flag onto that roster, now you go out and get yourself a shooter. You know? Another shooter with Curry. So we'll see. to me, it's all about the Spurs adding another scorer with Wemby and a long power forward to help him, another big, a physical big to help him.
We need Warriors. There's so much we need, man.
Youth. You need youth.
We should get LeBron, man. Isn't LeBron?
Reality.
Let's go get LeBron. LeBron's a free agent.
No.
Curry and Braun.
No. No way.
Julius Randle, Brandon Ingram, Kyrie.
Nope.
Miles Turner.
I'd get Miles Turner. If I get Miles Turner.
Naz Reid's a free agent. It's a player option, too.
Throw this out there. If say,
Alex
hypothetically,
Caruso,
you guys got
Chris Middleton, Cam Johnson, Bruce Brown.
No.
That one center, Santiago on Memphis. You know, the one Santiago on Memphis, the one that was balling versus the Spurs. He's nice.
Oh, yeah.
He's nice. I just couldn't say his name. But he's nice. He's really nice. Him and Naz Reid on this.
Naz Reid would be nice.
If we got either one of those two, man. But yeah. I think.
All right.
What?
Naz Reid and Cooper Flag to you guys. That'd make you
and Bruce Brown. And Bruce Brown. And we keep Kyle Anderson.
What about Bruce Brown, the Spurs from 20 years ago?
Bro. Bruce Brown, the one. Bro, all right. You know what? I can't. All right. All right. All right. I think we could be good, though, man. We still got a chance. We still got
like a Knicks fan.
The Knicks, come on, bro. Don't let me with those guys, bro. Don't do that.
Knicks.
Don't do that, bro. Don't do that. Don't let me with those guys. Come on, man. Don't do that. Don't do that, man. But look, if we did get Cooper Flag, man, Bruce Brown, and just another, you know what I'm saying? Like Naz Reid.
Another big.
Naz Reid.
All you need is Naz Reid and Cooper Flag. When I say all, you have to win the lottery and then attract Naz Reid.
If we could do that,
maybe
man.
A sign and trade.
I'll trade Kuminga for him.
Yeah, because now you get linked. Because if you bring,
they're like damn near the same age.
Yes.
He's still young, but yeah, I think we could do that. We would win a championship. Yeah.
Probably.
Yeah. First year. Cooper Flag's first year, he's gonna win. Yeah.
What about Cooper Flag to the Spurs and Naz Reid? There we go. Wemby, Naz Reid, and Cooper Flag.
Bro, how much more do y'all need? How much more do the Spurs need, bro? Damn.
I don't know. We had Duncan and Robinson and Tony Parker and Ginobili and Kawhi Leonard. I want a Tony Parker,
Steph Curry,
and Kawhi.
Klay Thompson, Draymond Green, Harrison Barnes, Iguodala, Andrew Bogut, KD.
Yeah. So how much more do you need? What do you need?
I don't need nothing. Curry won it without some of them. You feel me? Curry can do it. All we need is Steph Curry.
No, you need more.
No.
He's getting worn down. He looks tired. He's tired.
Watch this.
Mm-hmm.
See that?
All right.
Just went in. Yeah.
Buying it.
All right, man. Hey, I think this was a good little segment, though, man. You know what I'm saying? I think we got a little good few points in here. You feel me?
I think everybody out there, find me the engineer for the NFL to take this crap officiating out. Somebody out there. Somebody.
All right.
Anybody. Evan, all right. Evan, if you're out there, if you know somebody in college, let me know. Shout out to Evan.
Shout out to Evan, man. Hey, good little segment, guys. We'll see y'all next week, man. We out of here. XYZ, baby.